Give me another minute, guys. I am trying to work on exporting some things real quick to show you. Give me like 1 or 2 more minutes.
I_draw_so_cheered. X1. Hello Foxman smile.
Okay, wait, where's my PNG tuber? Why is it not? Bruh! Guys, oh, there I am! I was scared. Anyways, hi guys, how's it going? Sorry I'm like 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes late. I need to do some things real quick to make sure everything was ready to show you all because I have a lot to talk about, honestly. I've got like a shit ton of things to talk about for Renaissance. Speaking of that's what the stream is basically to be about today. I made an animatic. Here, let me go to my just chatting screen. I made an animatic, and it's very cool, and it's very cool, and it's very amazing, and you guys should all really check it out. I mean, obviously we're gonna watch it, but there's the link to it. We're gonna watch it, and I'm gonna talk about my process, like, general stuff, like things that what happened and like why I had this project. I'm gonna talk about storyboards, like the storyboards I did, the story, the characters, all that cool stuff. It's gonna probably be a really jam-packed stream because I don't want it to be like 3 hours. But I'm gonna be talking a lot. I'm definitely gonna be talking a lot. And if you guys have any questions along the way, feel free to ask them. I'll answer them as soon as possible. Cause you know, I like answering questions about this stuff. I worked up, I worked very hard on it, and I want to hear your guys' feedback if you guys want to provide it. So yeah, that's basically the stream today. Just pretty chill, pretty relaxed, pretty laid back. It's already showing. Wow, amazing! I did not realize how quick it was. It was so good. Thank you. um, I really hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you've seen it so far, we're gonna watch it, of course. Um, but hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, yes, it works. Okay. So we're gonna watch it first because I'm cool like that, and I'm gonna show it first. Is my volume full? Let me turn that all the way up. We are little at we're little lads. Yes, you guys are little lads. I agree. So yeah. Probably gonna stay muted for most of this because I will just comment on it because yeah, it's fun. Anyways, yeah, no, that that was the animatic. That is what I spent 6 months on. Guys, I spent where's Goose? Hold on, let me pull it. That's what I forgot to boot up. Hold on, give me a second. I forgot to boot up fucking, stream avatar for you guys. Hold on, give me a second. Give me 1 second so you guys can have that. I won't be dropping stars or anything like that, but if you guys want it, I'll have it. Anyways, now that we've watched the animatic, I'm pretty sure you all have seen it by now, obviously. I wanted to talk, like, oh my god. There we go. Stream avatars is on. I won't be dropping stars or anything, but it's there. Yeah, no. So basically, like, how do I start this? What was this project? I'm just gonna answer just general questions, I guess. This project was I'm in an animation class, and like it's for my high school and everything, and my teacher, I'm a senior. I'm graduating like Saturday. It's very cool. My teacher decided that, you know what, I'm gonna have my seniors do a senior project at the end of the year, and because of that, well, she gave us full creative freedom over the project, and allowed us to do like whatever. Yep, you are the little Hollow Knight guy. You're the little Hollow Knight guy right there. I'm sure I know the bot spams, not spams, but like sends the customization link every once in a while. Um, but it my project, we were allowed to creative freedom over it, and we could do whatever we wanted. I chose to do an animatic because I've never done an animatic before. Like, genuinely, this is like my first ever animatic, fully fledged. No, Buffcat, you're evil. Why? Yeah, this was I've never done an animatic before. Seriously, all I've ever done is like full on animation for like short films that I've done in my animation. I should turn on music so you guys have backdrop. Like just animation for full on short films. So like that'd be like fully lined, fully colored with backgrounds and everything. Just that like full on animation. Seriously. And I was like, you know what? What if I did an animatic based off your animation is great. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I really appreciate it. Um, the animation is based off. If you notice in the beginning, hold on, let me go to my game. Well, game screen. Whatever. Right here in the beginning, right here. Nope. Come on. Fuck. Yeah, based on the events from Farrage SMP. I'm not sure a lot of people know what Farrage SMP is because I only streamed like 5 streams of it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm kind of done with this. Well, I'm not kind of done. I love Farrage. I'll always love Farrage. But the SMP kind of died, and so we ended up having to restart lore and everything, and now it's kind of at this awkward stage. But what Farrage was, if you notice in my Twitch description, yeah, it is definitely a little dead. Not just a little bit. It is very incredibly dead. Um, um, Farrage is an SMP based around like nations and history, and like it's basically where you make history but in Minecraft. And me and Espresso, I joined the SMP and then Espresso got in, and me and Espresso were like, have faith in fair. I don't know how to say it. I'm scared, but I'll have faith in it. That's why I said, um, Farrage will always have a special place in my heart because it will. I love Farrage. I love this. I love what I was able. Oh, you just Buffcat. You're just bombing the place. Anyways, I love Farrage. It'll always hold a special place in my heart because I mean it was the like genuine SMP. Yeah, no one knows how to say it. Yeah, no, that word scares me. But um, yeah, Farrage SMP is where you make Minecraft history, and then me and Espresso joined, and we were like, what if we made a nation based off like Greek mythology and like built these really cool builds for it and did all these really cool things. And we were like, hell yeah. And then that led to the creation of Hellenus and basically really one of my like first genuine Minecraft lore stories that I ever wrote. So yeah, I decided to make an animatic based off that because the builds were so bad. Yeah, I'll be showing some of the builds. I have tons of screenshots still. Um, Hold on, let me drop you guys some. I know I said I wouldn't be dropping gold, but I figured since someone here doesn't have gold, I didn't know the bombs costed gold. That's weird. Anyways, yeah, no, Farage was amazing, and that's what my animatic is based off of. While there isn't a lot of like VOD existence that it happened. It still happened. It's just lore had to be restarted due to inactivity on the SMP. And so I made this as my senior project. I was gonna do an animatic. I was gonna be one of the cool kids doing one of the animatics. And yeah, no, that's basically why I created this. General stuff. This took me 6 months. I began this project back in December of 2021. I began with storyboards and then moved on to base animation, all that cool stuff. It took me 6 months, and I pulled not one but multiple all-nighters for this project. Because while it took me 6 months, I still had to have it by a certain due date. Unfortunately, honestly, it didn't really matter in the end because while the project was due by a certain date, my teachers didn't include it in our yearly showcase for our animation class. Which is a little bit unfortunate as I worked very hard on this. I cried over this project, I'm gonna be honest. The reason why my animation was not included in my animation class's yearly showcase is because of the fact that they said the music does not suit the animatic well, but the thing is, I wrote the music I wrote the music for the animatic itself, so like it didn't make sense. So it wasn't really the fact that the music didn't suit the animatic. It was more so the fact that they just didn't like the music and felt it wasn't good enough because of the fact that I wrote it. Um, while I will say that the music is not the best, I could be a ton better. A lot of notes and things could be changed. Um, it was still my first. I've never written music before, guys. Never in my life. But I decided one day. Well, I decided from the start that I was gonna write an animatic. I'm not write. Write a song for this animatic because in my animation class, my teachers are stupid and are like, you can't use copyrighted songs because we're gonna use your stuff and put it in festivals and shit. And while that's reasonable, at the same time, not a lot of projects do end up going in festivals. So like in the end, it's not really, worth it. And plus, yeah, no, it was very stupid, and I wanted to avoid that problem by writing my own music. However, it kicked me in the ass in the end because of the fact that because of the music, my project was not included in the showcase. So it was an interesting issue. So yeah, that's basically the general stuff, general information. This song kind of slaps. Well, really? Thank you. I really appreciate that. Um, so yeah, that's basically the general stuff and like basic information and how my teachers reacted to this animatic. Um, which is really sad, honestly. I wish it had gone in showcase, but I get to do my own little mini showcase, except better because I get to talk about it while others didn't get to talk about their projects. Um, So I'm gonna go into depth about like what the story is a little bit more, and like, you know, like what the story is, because while it's not like overall clear in the animatic itself, I'm still gonna talk about it because I really and genuinely enjoy the story. So you guys get to see an official lore doc, a lore document that I spent months on. As you can see, it's very detailed. So basically, as I mentioned, me and Espresso joined Farage SMP and decided to create a a nation. It's so organized. Thank you. A nation based around like Greece and stuff. So we decided to call it Hellenis, and we wanted 5 members. And at the start, it wasn't really like, it was just a basic idea. But then one day, I was like, I really want to write lore. So basically, what I ended up writing for the story of Hellenis is that Hellenis is a nation. I'm gonna read it. Hellenis is a nation that's been around for centuries. It is inspired by ancient Greece and features some famous buildings from that time frame. The twist is that the nation is constantly falling and rising. Spirits of its original members haunt the land and possess anyone that steps upon the territory of Hellenis. Taking control of their vessel, these spirits immediately begin work on rebuilding the great nation. Little do they know that it will collapse once again eventually, leading to this becoming a loop. It is a never-ending, ruthless cycle, constant rise and fall, life and death, construction, deconstruction. History repeats itself after all. You know, you gotta be ominous in a lore dog. So yeah, that's basically the description of Hellenis and what that animatic was describing. As you can see, characters, well, these are like the actual content creators. Well, no, not content creators. The people that were members of this. That would be me, myself, Espresso, Ghost, Phylum. They were present in one of my streams. I don't really have contact with them. And then Nikki, of course. We had the main 3 members, which are Ghost, Espresso, and Bexy. They're like the main 3. Espresso being the leader of Hellenis. We decided, I don't know why we decided, I can't really remember, but we wanted Hellenis to have a religion as well. We decided that the Hellenists like praised 2 gods, which was Ares and Eris. Ares being the god of war, and Eris being the goddess of strife. I don't really remember why we decided to do that, but I guess it just seems cool. If you notice, in the animatic, let me go to it. Where is it? Here it is. So it's showing off each of the members in this part. So you have Ghost. You've got Phylum. Where's Nikki? We gotta show Nikki. There's Nikki. Look at Nikki. Look at Nikki. And then Ghost again. Bexy, and then Espresso, of course. But what I wanted with each member is to each member not only have their own color, but I also wanted them to have their own item. So if you notice, like each at this part, it's showing each of their items, and what these items are, I called them relics. And basically each spirit has a specific relic to their character, and it's basically their life force, guys. So they each got cursed to one. Oh yeah, wait, I should go into the story. Hold on, wait. I should go into like the actual story of what Hellenis was. Because sure, you have the description, but like there's a genuine story. So, I'm a little bit disorganized. I just came back from like a high school celebration a little bit, and then it's like it was my last day of high school today. So I'm a little bit emotional and disorganized today, guys. It's great. Anyways. So you have the basic description of Hellenis, and then the story. So Hellenis was once an incredibly powerful nation from ancient Greece times. It started off as a peaceful area. All were welcome, and the people were known for their kindness. However, with the death of the old king, a new ruler arose to power. Esprit. This is the spirit that possesses Espresso, but the character itself is named Esprit no matter what. I'll get into that later. This is the ruler of Hellenis. Oh wait. I'll just read it. Fuck. This ruler led Hellenis into an era of ruthless war and bloodshed. With their 6 generals, They planned for world domination and almost succeeded at it. That is until they were betrayed by one of the generals who set a trap for Esprit and the other generals. This killed them and cursed them with the fate of constant rise and fall. Esprit and their generals now seek revenge, roaming their ancient homeland for vessels to possess, and begin the cycle once more. So, like, their story, basically. It's a very cool story, and I put a lot of time and effort into it. Anyways, so yeah, each of the generals, the main five, there isn't a sixth person, the traitor general, because I never really got into that. But you have the main five, and each of them has a relic that is important and talks about, like, describes their specific character. Because another thing, whenever I had like Ghost, Nikki, Phylum, and Espresso, whenever they created their character sheets, I had them also create a character flaw, which ultimately leads to their downfall. So, like, Espresso's, I think his was like pride or hubris, I think, that's what it's called. And then, like, Bexy's was self-sacrifice, obvious in the animatic. And I wanted each relic to, like, closely relate to the character. So, like, Phylum, they have a chalice because their flaw is, like, greed. You have Nikki. I think Nikki had a quill, didn't she? Hold on, where the fuck is it? Come on. There. Nikki had a quill. The reason why Nikki had a quill, because we wanted, Nikki was an architect. Like, each member also had a specific role in the member of, in Hellenist. So, like, you had Esprit, who was the leader. Bexy, who was, like, the warrior. Ghost, who was the historian. So that's why he has, like, a book. Nope, come on, show the book. There we go. The book. He has a book. Bexy has an axe. Esprit has a crown. So yeah, and each member had a role, and they also had a relic closely relating to them. My favorite relic overall is Ghost, because while you can call it Rambu's memory book, we named it Lethe. Leith, I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyways, what Leith was, it was a memory book, but except for the fact that it was directly connected to, oh yeah, fuck, I should talk about the fact that, each character has, like, their spirit, each person had their spirit character, which was the Hellenist members, or, like, the Hellenist generals. So you had Esprit, Bezenik, Griffin. Phylum and Nikki didn't really get the chance to come up with like, spirit character names because of the fact that the SMP lore was dying at the time. So, yeah, no, it was interesting. Basically, Leith was directly connected to Griffin's memories. This is Ghost. And anything written, drawn, or pasted inside that journal is now, like, Griffin's memory. So, like, he remembers whatever is written in the book, and I thought that was very cool and funny and just genuinely cool. So yeah, that's a lot. My voice is starting to hurt, but yeah, no, that's basically a lot of, like, story-wise with Hellenist. And then we also had, like, banners planned out. So, like, this was going to be the base banner that everyone wore, like, on their shields, and then we had decorated around the place. And then this was going to be the main, like, the Emperor's banner. So, like, Esprit would be the only one having this banner on his shield, and then, like, on his home, he would have had this decorated around it. And this ended up becoming the symbol for Hellenist. I'll show that in a little bit with when I show the little bit of characters and stuff. Also had a map. So this is, like, the general area where Hellenist was supposed to be. This was, like, it was a plains area that was pretty cool. And then, what are your Google Docs like? What do you mean? I just organized it. And then we also had, this is the building aspect of it. We wanted each area to be based off, like, little different time periods during, like, Greek time. So you had, like, Greek type architecture. You have whatever the fuck, however the hell you pronounce that, and however the hell you pronounce that. I can't pronounce it because Espresso was like, yeah, we're gonna use this, and I'm like, cool, okay. So the blue area this was gonna be like our port. This was gonna have our little ships, like exports, imports, that cool stuff. The yellow area, this is the main area, and this will house our palace, governmental buildings, and like religious centers. So this was the really big, important area. And then the green area, this was the royal district. So basically, this is where Esprit's stuff would be. And it was very, I mean, we didn't get to build it. We didn't get to build everything, but we did build some things. And then I had basic ideas of where I wanted, like what types of things I wanted to build. I have to go, but have a good stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining. I very much appreciate it. Oh, I just realized that stream avatars was not active. So yeah, this is basically just the description doc talking about like what Hellenus was and why Goose, yes, Goose. And like why things are happening. The story of Renaissance is I don't know if anyone knows the meaning of Renaissance, but Renaissance means the revival of something that has long been dormant, which I felt fit the story because Hellenus is about a nation that is constantly rising and falling and rising and falling. So like it's a bit of a revival, that cool stuff. Cool stuff. So basically what happens in this story is you have Bexy and Espresso who join Farage SMP. And they're trying to find their way. They're like where to settle in the world, and in Farage, and like what to do with themselves. So like you have, interesting thing. I didn't stream any of this area other than like one stream, which was me just leveling things up. But this was an acacia biome where I literally just dug a hole and was like, yeah, this is how things work. I think there's like a clip of that area. Hold on. There's like one or two clips because I did stream some of Farage, but not all of it. It was only really the beginning parts of the animatic that I ended up having streaming. But I know there's like a funny clip of me and Espresso in the main area, doing cool stuff and just interacting and kind of starting off the lore, but not really because of the fact that there was, it just didn't work out. But I'm not gonna spend the time to find that clip. It's on there. It's there somewhere. But anyways, this was the acacia biome, and this was this area right here. Oh fuck, nope. This was the Hobbit hole. This was like my starter area where I got all my iron, my basic tools and shit. And this is basically this is like the home base where Bexy decides to settle first, and Espresso's like not happy with it. He's like questioning it. He's like, what the hell? You live in a hole, bitch. That is basically what happened. And so like Espresso goes off exploring, and he finds Hellenus. Well, the land at least. He didn't step on the land, but he finds the land. And is like, yo, this area is really nice. It's away from conflict because there was conflict going on at the time. Me and Espresso were doing our own thing. So what happens is Espresso comes back, and tells Bexy about like everything. I keep calling him Esprit. Esprit comes back and tells Bexy about this cool land. And he's like, yeah, we should go. And Bexy's like, okay, sure. So they sail all the way to like the Hellenist lands. But the little do they know, obviously, they don't know anything about the fact that the spirits are on the Hellenist lands, and then they end up getting possessed. This was one thing I really wanted to focus on in my animatic, and I wanted it to stick out. So if you notice, like everyone else's colors, like dull. I mean, you can still tell the difference between characters. Like, and let me see. What's a good shot? Like, this shot. You can tell a difference between each of the character, and you can tell it's a different character by the fact that even though it's a dull color, it's, you can still tell, like, there's major difference between Nikki and, Oz here. yes, I did include members from Fairy's SMP in this, and I can't thank them enough because they provided me their character descriptions and references, and it was really nice of them. But yeah, basically, the to show that the characters got possessed is I chose a very specific color, which was the main color for Hellenis, which was like this aqua teal color. And then what happens is Esprit and Bexy are now possessed. And so as I mentioned, the spirits start like rebuilding Hellenis. As this is an actual Minecraft screenshot. I didn't trace over it, but like I haven't referenced it. I mean, you can tell it's very blocky, but these are actual screenshots, like not screenshots, but like buildings that I took the time that I was building. I had some help. This is another building. This was actually, I think, 80 blocks tall, if I remember correctly. Keep in mind, this is all built in survival. So yeah. Esprit and Bexy, they're now possessed, they're rebuilding Hellenis, and then they start recruiting other members, which is where, like, you have Ghost coming in, and, Phylum and Nikki also coming in, and so, like, they're all now, they got everyone, and then this is the possession, like, takeover arc, so you have, like, Esprit moving forward with plans of domination. This is Jammers. Jammers is very cool, they're a ghost pirate. This is Omen? Yeah, Omen. This is Omen. They're very cool. So that their nation, Jammers and Omen's nation is the first one to be overtaken by Hellenis, and then you see like various. I mean, I didn't really go into much detail, but you can see it's very obvious that they're taking over. And so what happens is eventually, Rock. This is guys. This is Rock. This is Rock. He's a stone golem. Stone golem. He what happens is that Hellenis has fully taken over, and Rock is like, well, this isn't okay. And so what happens is, Hellenis is fully taken over. They're celebrating basically. So Esprit's giving his speech, and then the rebellion begins. So like they're like, let's attack now during the speech. So like they're attacking. Hellenis is confused, and then Sleepy. I almost called them Karma. This is Sleepy. Sleepy is very cool as well. Sleepy and Rock, they're present like they're the first two characters you see other than Helena's characters, and they're like we're rebelling against you because taking over is very bad. And then you have like lots of fighting. All the characters from Helena's die. You can see their deaths on screen and everything. This is Tommy. Tommy's very cool. And then you can also see this is Trevin. And then let me see. This is Oz. Yeah, no, I tried to include everyone I could. So you like see the Hellas members dying, and then we move over to Rock and Espresso fighting, because I mean obviously you have to have the two leaders of different sides fighting. So like I really don't like this scene. I wish I had animated it better. It's a little not clunky, but like very, very difficult. It wasn't fun to animate. I'd say out of my least favorite scenes, that was mine. So you have Esprit and Rock fighting, and they're like, oh yeah, and then it seems like, I wanted it to seem like Esprit got stabbed, but actually, it was Bexy who got stabbed. And Bexy's like, oh, well, I'm dead now. And Esprit's like, oh, fuck you, I'm gonna, like, kill you now. As there's, like, a lot of fighting going on, there's a lot of explosions, because what happens at the end is Hellenis does get exploded. So, like, you have lots of buildings and stuff collapsing, and then what happens is the pillar crashes between Rock and, Esprit, and Esprit gets away, and Rock is left with, like, Bexy's. It's assumed that Esprit got crushed. But in fact he didn't. And Rock is like, oh, I guess Esprit's dead now. and then you have everybody who won, because the rebellion wins in the end, because again, Hellenist is a story, Renaissance is a story about a rise and fall. So Hellenist died, and then you have like other characters present. I would have drawn the detail in these characters, but this is supposed to be Jammers, and this is supposed to be I forget the name, but this was supposed to be someone else. I didn't really feel like drawing in the details, and I felt like it just worked out. But you have like characters who were present before, so Sleepy, Trevin. I messed up on the hair. I just realized that. Anyways, and then Oz. Very cool, very cool. And they're like, oh yeah, we won, celebration. Except, guys, this is my favorite scene. Like one of my favorite scenes. It shows Bexy's axe, their relic. And then I did it very ominously, but this is Espresso's feet. And it shows that he's still alive and he's still out there. And then it ends, because that was the end of Season 1, Farage Lore. I spent like 15 plus minutes just talking about fucking this summarizing what happened. Because I'm cool like that, you know? My voice hurts. Epic animation, I agree with that. And the animation, I spent way too long on this. I spent way too fucking long. Hold on. But yeah, that's the summary. That's what happens. That is everything in detail. I think, yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Allow me to pull up the screenshots, because I have screenshots from Hellenist. I do. It may be a lot of the same, but as you can see, like this is we had 3 main buildings in each of the 3 main areas. So this was the lighthouse. This was the lighthouse. And this was going to be the main building in the port area. This was made entirely out of sandstone, and I believe it was like I said, 80 blocks tall. Obviously, it didn't really get finished. And then it's not really a good screenshot. Hold on, let me see if I can find a better screenshot. But yeah, this is the main building. I'll find a better one. This is the main building. This is made entirely out of quartz. This thing right here, I made it entirely out of quartz. You may be asking, Bexy, why did you build a 40 by 40 by 30 block, 40 by 40 block building entirely out of quartz? And that, dear viewer, I tell you, is because Espresso was like, what if we made quartz as our main building block? And I went, okay. And then I spent 3 months on that building. I spent 3 months on it. I spent 3 months. So yeah, you have like other things, because I did build other things while working on that main building. So you have like the main pathway, you have the hold on, let me pull up a picture of the statue. The statue! Look, this is the statue present in the animatic. It's very important and everything. Let me see. Where is... And this was the other area that I managed to build. It was just some decoration buildings. I think this was the forgery. Like smeltery, forgery, whatever. This was just a little extra building that I had like water and stuff. This was our storage building. As you notice, we quickly gave up on the whole quartz being the main block and switched over to sandstone and endstone, as those are so much easier to get. But yeah, no. See, this is the screenshot I referenced in the animatic. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but yeah, no, I eventually started adding like greenery and stuff. It was very cool. I honestly, I mean, we ended up blowing this all up whenever we restarted lore. but I really miss it. Honestly, I miss Hellenus. It was such a great project, and I was so proud of it. This is it. This is the This is the screenshot. Sorry. Um, I loved Hellenus. Honestly, it was probably the greatest building feat I've ever done in survival. Because keep in mind, this is an entire quartz building made in survival, and it's like very fucking large. This is the inside. So like, this is the meeting room cuz this was the main governmental building that we were having. So like you have the meeting room with the Esprit's throne and then like the other characters' seats. And then you have like the stairs leading up to the meeting room with like little decorations and stuff. We also had a bunker. This was built entirely by Nikki. It was very cool. I loved it. Um, what's this? This was the inside of another building. We jokingly made a strip club. Don't judge me. Here's some more screenshots. I built this really cool bridge, and what we had over here. This was Phylum's house, by the way. The bunker was under here. It led down, and we were gonna store a bunch of cool stuff. Here's another picture of the lighthouse. And then this is whenever I started building the port. These are supposed to be pillars, but I kind of gave up on that. Yeah, here we go. I built this really cool ship, and I mean, as you can see, it's a screenshot. I mean, a scene in the animatic that I worked very hard on this ship. It was very cool. I was happy with how it came out. But, let me see, yep, here's another cool picture of it, because I'm cool like that. And liked my shader screenshots. And then here's another picture of the main building, like after the vines had grown some, and then another picture of the meeting room. I think that's all the screenshots I have of Hellenus left, I think. Why did I... Yeah, see, this is how tall it was. It was like 138 blocks tall. As you can see, this is X, Y, and Z coordinates. It was very fucking tall. Like, I think this was me at the top. Oh yeah, and this is another screenshot I got because I saw the rainbow and I was like, oh my god, I need a rainbow. I need a rainbow screenshot. And so I got it. I was gonna include this shot in the animatic. This shot right here that I got, because this showed like a very major part. We had a mob farm over here, and then this was like my tent and everything, and then this, where I'm standing right now, there was an end portal. I think a reason Farage is dead is because the server is currently down. Yeah, no, the server's been down for a while now, I noticed. It's been down for like weeks, almost, I think. I think it's been weeks. I don't know how long it's been. But I noticed Farage, the server was down a while ago. I mean, it makes sense. Because Oz or Trevin, someone is paying for that and no one's using it. So it makes no sense to pay for something that isn't being used. Especially when we all know that the SMP is basically dead. So I don't blame the server I blame them for closing the server. Yeah, no, it's been down for like months. But yeah, see, like, we had the main portal where people could access, because the thing is, with Hellenus, we wanted a specific area so that we could build, and we had access to, like, look at the map and everything, map of the SMP, about 10,000 blocks in each direction, I think. We chose an area 7,000 blocks away from spawn. Don't ask me why, we just did. But yeah, no, I have tons of screenshots. Oh, there's me and Phylum. And then Phylum again. And then another picture of the bridge. I was for some reason obsessed with this bridge. You have another screenshot of the lighthouse. You know, just basic cool stuff about this was basically what I built in 3 months. A majority of it was built by myself. Because another reason that contributed to lore dying was the fact that, I don't blame anyone, but a majority of the members on Hellenist were not active. And they were busy with school, or they just had lost interest, which is completely fine, it happens. So majority of this was built by myself. Nikki did help a lot, and so did Phylum, and then occasionally Espresso and Ghost did help. But I think that was the main reason why Hellenist didn't work out the way we had planned it to. You made a Minecraft skin? Yo, that's pretty cool. But that's basically why it didn't work out the way we wanted it to. Which is okay. I mean, stuff happens, and I'm glad I got the experience of being on an SMP and controlling lore, because I think that was important for me at the time, especially now with working with other SMPs such as Eternum or Maverick, because now I have the experience of working with lore, and now I can apply that to current SMPs I'm in. But yeah. If you all remember a while back, I drew these on stream. This was my main character sheet. Oh, my head's kinda in the way, hold on. Fuck. What did I move? Oh, it's the fucking... let me move myself a little down. Yeah, there we go, look. I'm peering out. Anyways. So this was my main character sheet. That I used as reference for each of the characters. Obviously, it does not show the Hellenist outfits, because each character had, like I mentioned before, they had their main and then their possessed character. These are the main characters. So you have Esprit. Esprit's my OC. I'm so sad that I can't join all the SMPs since I don't have Java. Yeah, no, it's really... honestly, Java is the best thing to get because of the fact that it's so mainstream now. Majority of SMPs use Java, and I mean, there's the select few that have plugins that allow Bedrock players to play, but not with modded SMPs and other SMPs. It's kind of impossible to do that stuff. Anyways, so yeah, Esprit. This is my OC. I own him. This is my OC. This is my character. This character is 8'6". Yes, there is a canon height list of characters in Farage SMP, and Espresso is one of the tallest characters. One of the tallest. I think there's someone who's 10 feet. It was funny. Espresso's 8'6". He's pretty cool. He yeah, no, he uses a trident, because I did each character with their weapons and stuff. This is Nikki's character. Nikki uses 2 swords. I remember drawing this on stream. I drew all of this on stream, except for Phylum, I think. And then there's me. There's me with my cool axe. My very cool axe. That the final design didn't get in the animatic, but I still consider this the official design. I just wanted something easier to draw and animate. Especially since I was going to be animating it in a couple scenes, and I couldn't just reanimate the eye over and over. So... you have Ghost character, his little scientist lad. I enjoy his character a lot. And then you have Phylum. I designed Phylum's character. They just told me that it was a goat cat hybrid, and I was like, okay, cool. You're a goat cat hybrid now. I technically kind of own the character though, since I designed it and everything. I think this was the icon I drew for the group chat I had. I'm still kind of really proud of this. It came out really nice, but this is the icon. Let me move my PNG tuber back. Oh my god, I'm back, guys. I'm back from the corner. I've been unbanished. Anyways, this is the icon I drew. It was very cool. And then this was color reference that I started using, because I knew I wasn't going to be coloring everything in. You can tell this is really old, by the way. Genuinely, I don't draw like this anymore. I mean, I still have sort of the same style, but, you can tell it's very old. The noses are completely different. The eye shape has changed. Keep in mind, each character does have their own eye shape. I think, if I remember correctly, let me zoom in. Yeah, no. Each character, I made it to where they have their own eye shape. Espresso, his are more rounded on the top, but then, like, at the bottom, it's like, bop, bop. It's like, basically that. And then, Nikki, hers are more pointy in the corner, and then they're also darker. Because I like that idea. Mine, what I did with mine, I combined a mixture of Ghost's eye shape and then Espresso's eye shape. So, like, Ghost's eyes are, like, completely round. They're very round. And, like, I mean, they fit the side. Like, they're supposed to fit with the glasses and everything. Vexy, you have, like, a more rounded top, but a pointy corner. I know Espresso or Ghost don't have pointed corners, but I wanted that to be a difference. And then the bottom, you have, a line here, and then that rectangle bottom that Esprit has. And then Phylum, they're basically, their eyes are basically Nikki's except more rounded. And the fact that they're goat eyes. Anyways, so I got off track talking about the eye shape. A lot goes into creating characters. But yeah, this was just some basic color reference. This was like for everyone's, not everyone's obviously, but some basic color reference. Let me switch to storyboards and talk about those, cause. So, storyboards. So I had the story. I had the story, I had everything down, and now it was time for, like, doing storyboards. Storyboards are basically, like, showing, not the, like, base, like, they're showing the main idea of what I want for each scene. I should have realized, with the fact that I had 10 pages of storyboards, that this was going to be a very big project, but I didn't. I was like, oh yeah, no, this will be fine. I'll be fine. I can survive. No, this was a 6-month project. But yeah, no, you have, like, you can see, like, this beginning scene stayed in. Like, the opening eyes, and then the zoom out showing Bexy, like, it's supposed to be Bexy, like, covering their eyes of the sun, because as you can see in this scene, it didn't get included, but it was supposed to be them, like, blocking the sun a little bit, because they just spawned into Farage and everything. Because that's the beginning. Bexy spawns into Farage. And they're like, okay, cool. And then they go off exploring. As you can see, the little boat scene. The way I showed, like, the difference between stuff. You have the boat scene, the one scene of them arriving at the acacia biome, and then the hermit hole. I loved this. I was so proud of it. You don't understand. You have the hermit hole, and then you have the axe, where Bexy's, like, chopping down the tree. I added the mining scene. And then you have Espresso joining. And then I also wanted to write down environments of Hellenis that I wanted to try and include. Obviously, I couldn't include all of them, and a lot of them did not get in it. So you have the whole Shallow Sun, which definitely is not referenced or talked about in Renaissance, but it was the other established nation on Farage. You have the various places that are shown during, like, Espresso traveling. Hi, Ghost! Yes, you are in the animatic. It is very cool. My voice hurts from talking for, like, the past hour straight. Anyways, you have Hellenis. You have, it's not included in the animatic, but this was Jammers and Omen's Nation. It was like the ghost town, and then you have Hellenis destroyed. Not really shown, but it was implied that Hellenis was destroyed in the end. And then I think the next page, I'm gonna show each page because, like, it obviously there's some scenes like this is a good scene. So obviously you have Espresso, like, finding the hobbit hole and being like, that's weird. I wanted this scene showing Shallow Sun and, like, the conflict that was going on at the time. Because at the time, at the beginning, where, like, Bexy and Esprit are doing their own thing, you have, like, the whole conflict that was going on in Shallow Sun between, like, Tommy, Rock, Oz, and Trevin, and that was a whole thing. And I wanted to show Bexy being like, oh shit, let's not get involved in that crap. But obviously it didn't get in. And then you have Espresso exploring. It literally says Esprit, sorry. Fuck. Esprit exploring, and then you have like the whole zoom up, pan up scene. So yeah, that was cool. You're gonna see this a lot. I blocked out storyboards I didn't like. So you have that pan scene where it goes like, oh my god. Thank you for the bonk, Ghost. Thank you. And then you have the map scene, where it zooms in on like Hellenis, and then you have like the travel sequence of Bexy, like their hair flowing in the wind. I didn't include this, but I wanted to show them like on the boat. And then you have Bexy getting off that boat. The boat scene, that scene. And then this was the scene I struggled a little bit, I think. Yeah, no. I couldn't figure out how to show them, like, being possessed at first. So, like, you have... I was gonna show, like, the spirit mist, like, curling around, Bexy and Esprit's bodies. But then I was like, that's gonna be too much to animate. So I just showed various scenes, like, of, like, them just being swallowed whole by the mist. So like that pose was included, and then you have the whole eye-opening scene, and then the foot scene. For some reason, I had a lot of foot scenes. I don't know, I guess it was easy to communicate what was happening. Okay, this was the fun part. You have the little doodle. So I knew from the start that I wanted, like, this, not really, like a sequence of images showing Hellenis being built. So, like, you have, a lot of this wasn't included, but the basic idea was showing basic builds from Hellenis. So you have the governmental building, the horse statue, which didn't get included, like, last minute. I wasn't going to include it, but then I was like, I need a starting, like a screen for the beginning part. Like, you know that beginning part where it shows the title and then, like, animated? Yeah, no, that was a last minute decision. And then I had a pan up of the lighthouse. I didn't include that. Instead, I had just one shot. And then this was the storage. And this scene definitely got included. This was supposed to show Ghost and other members joining Hellenis. So, like, this definitely got included. You have, like, Ghost willingly joining Hellenis. I want to note on that. Ghost willingly joined Hellenis, because each member kind of joined in their own way, except for Bexy and Esprit. Bexy and Esprit had no choice. They were like, let's step on this land, and then got fucking possessed like nerds. Anyways, Ghost joins Hellenis. That's pretty pog and epic. And then you have Phylum and Nikki, who also joined. And then you got bamboozled. Yeah, no. Yes, you got bamboozled. Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna be talking a lot. This is gonna be like a 3-hour stream. Esprit said I'd get... Yes, Esprit did... Oh, that's right! You willingly joined, but you were tricked by Esprit. I remember now. Anyways, you have, like, showing various members. Nikki's design changed a lot. Because it was based on the skin she was wearing at the time, but then, whenever I did that one stream with the characters concepts, I finally had, like, a final design for Nikki. Anyways, as you can see, this definitely did not get included, but I wanted this. If you notice, I have a lot of zoom-ins on Esprit throughout the animatic. Like, it's, what it does is the animatic first starts off, like, for Bexy's perspective, but then it shifts, basically, towards, Esprit's perspective. Because I wanted Esprit and Stinky. I'm gonna eat his... No, you're not gonna eat Esprit. Please. Please, Ghost, please, I'm begging. Anyways, I wanted to show, like, how evil and corrupt Esprit was. Not the character, like, the vessel itself, Esprit, as a, unpossessed character, is quite the opposite from possessed Esprit. It's very cool. Obviously the relic idea got included, but, like, I was trying to figure out ways I could show them planning to take over. So, like, you have this scene right here, where it shows just Esprit, Bexy, and Ghost. I didn't include that. You have the hand part on the table, and then you have, like, the zoom in showing Esprit being evil and shit. That didn't get included. And then you have other scenes. This was the map idea. See, this was the map idea. The original map idea was going to be the whole map, except as you panned, it showed, like, the aqua color infecting, but instead I had a glitch and shit. And then you have, this is Jammer and Omen, they're vibing, and then you have this scene definitely got included. This scene definitely got included. These scenes definitely got included. You have, this is 3 different versions. Basically, I wanted to show Esprit giving a speech, so you had like this shot, this angle, which I didn't like. This is the one I eventually. No, it was a mixture of this, basically, these two. That was. I wanted a way to show that Helena's had taken over. And then a lot of these parts got included because they were just quick, basic sketches that I wanted in. I don't know what this is. Don't ask me. I don't know what this is. Anyways, you have the part where, like, Esprit's giving his speech, but then he gets, shot at by Sleepy. You have the confusion. You have Sleepy. You have Rock. They show up. And then I had this whole scene where Rock raises up his sword and points it at Esprit, but I decided against it because it's already implied that the rebellion has started. Like, they're rebelling. It's very obvious, and everything. So I didn't really need to include that. So you have the whole fighting scenes. This is where you could tell I started giving up on storyboards because I just wanted them done. So like, originally, you have the fighting scenes, the explosion stuff, and then you have Esprit and Rock fighting. Originally, I was gonna have it as a slash, like just like a white slash across the screen to show that someone got stabbed and shit. But then I was like, well, I'm showing Bexy getting stabbed, and a slash would not work. Ghost, I love that you're just customizing your character right now. Anyways, you have like the whole shock, Esprit's shock. Oh my god, shock. Oh my god. Like Esprit being like, holy shit, oh my god, my bestie. He's so silly and goofy. Your little stream avatar? Yes, I agree. Hold on. Allow me to just, hold on. Keep just chatting. Come here. Ghost? Hold on, where the fucking, no. Ghost? Get bombed. Anyways. Oh, fuck, it's showing my, my little stream avatars. This is what stream avatars. I'm not a monster. Anyways, I'm not a monster. It was funny. No one was hurt. Anyways, I wanted to show, like, Bexy falling, almost. Like, showing that Bexy, like, got stabbed, and Rock is like, okay, cool, I stabbed someone. Not like that, but, like, Bexy, I wanted this moment really important, because I wanted to show that, like, Bexy sacrificed themselves, because that is their main character flaw. I wanted that moment to be important, basically, if that makes sense. So, like, you have, like, a lot of storyboards dedicated to this scene. And, like, they're slow movements. This scene definitely got included. I didn't include the sword, because snakes? Ghost snakes? What? Anyways, wait for it, what? What? Okay, so yeah, you have, like, the scene where Esprit's like, oh, I'm upset with you, I'm gonna kill you now, officially. As you can tell, I gave up on storyboards even more at this point. But then you have, like, the explosion, and the screen was supposed to shake, but it didn't. Wait, why do you... Oh, you have snakes. Oh my god, Ghost. And then you have, like, Esprit turning, and then you have the whole pillar cracking and falling, and then you have the dust scene, basically the final scene, and then I just wrote celebration. Celebration. It was very cool. Why do I have an extra page? Oh, yeah. And then, like, you have, like, this was supposed to be Sleepy being like, oh my god, we won! And it was supposed to be, like, a zoom in on Sleepy's face, as Sleepy is, like, one of the main characters for the rebellion, but then I decided not to include it and just included one scene together. And then you have Rock being, like, all happy because they won. And then, of course, you have the cliffhanger with Esprit. I wanted to have Esprit's reflection in the axe, but then I was like, no, because I didn't feel like drawing it. Anyways, those are my storyboards. Literally, those are my storyboards. These are the storyboards that I use to lay out my animatic. I remember sitting there and editing these all together, and like putting them all together, even though like you could barely even tell what the hell was happening. But you know, I did it. Anyways, now that we have storyboards done, I'm gonna show you guys the rough animation, basically the base animatic. This is posted in my what's it called? My art updates. You've become a beautiful being. You scare me, Ghost. There's no audio because I had to find this. Apparently I deleted it. But like you can see, this is like very rough. And like it's cut off for some reason, but I wanted to have like, you know how like whenever someone joins a Minecraft server, it says like, oh, username, like Bexy Arts joined the game. I wanted to have that to reference Minecraft and stuff. Because as this is Bexy Arts joined the game. Yeah, I don't know why it's cut off, but it is. I wanted to have that, but obviously it didn't get included because, I mean, Minecraft wasn't really a focus, but it's based off of Minecraft lore. So yeah, you have, like, all these scenes and stuff. Light. Okay, you can tell, like, I mean, you can tell this is base animatic, where I just have to write light to emphasize that this scene is supposed to be, like, nighttime. And I do have, like, a, what's it called? I colored it to where it was, like, supposed to be night and everything. It was supposed to show a passage of time, basically. But, obviously, it didn't include. I keep saying, but, obviously, that didn't include it, but it didn't. And everything. Because I felt like that scene would just stand out too much compared to the rest of the film, since it's, like, on white background. I'll talk about why it's on white background eventually. But then, as you can see, not a lot of scenes were fully espresso. Like, I got lazy on some scenes, I will admit. I just put fucking, like, either storyboards there that I didn't feel like drawing, or, screenshots, which you'll see in a second. But see, like, you have the same effects, almost, in some scenes. And then the basic idea, this stuff got included. This got included. I included screenshots because I didn't feel like drawing the backgrounds if I was just going to end up drawing it anyways. Here's another screenshot. Ghost joining. And then this is where I started including the possessed color. Well, no, I started including it much earlier. And then you have, like, this scene showing everyone joining. My throat hurts. Holy shit, I've been talking for, like, nonstop for the past hour. It's great. This is great. This is great practice. This is great practice, guys. And then you have this scene. Nothing really changes other than, like, one or two things. Her name, that means I immediately... okay, thanks, Ghost. Okay. Here it is. Hold on. Where are you? This. No, fuck. This. I wanted to include, like, show that characters were surrendering, so I was gonna put someone from Farage that I hadn't drawn yet waving a white flag, But if you notice in the final animatic, it's just a hand holding a flag, the color, the main color of Hellenus. And the reason why I decided to do that is, one, I couldn't find out the right position to show someone holding a flag, like waving a flag. And two, the reason why it's not white and to show surrender is more so showing that they're taken over now. Like, everything is taken over. So yeah. And then you have Rock doing his thing, and then you have this scene. This didn't get included, right here. This got switched out, because I didn't want to do the background. I really didn't want to, I didn't feel like doing a background, I'm gonna be honest. I was like, I'm not doing a background, so that's why you have like the just scene of it, Esprit just talking. And then this scene, yeah, you know, the rebellion starts. That got included. The confusion, the head turn, Sleepy, Rock. This is my favorite scene, I'm gonna be honest. Understandable, backgrounds are annoying. Yeah, no. Backgrounds are very annoying, especially with the fact how I was doing backgrounds. Guys, they were so annoying. Anyways, this was fun to animate. Well, not really animate. I, just, you know, and then showing that stuff. As you can see in this scene where it's fighting, there's a lot more in-betweens and keyframes. What ended up happening is because I ended up rushing a lot of animation in the end. Because I'll go into a lot more detail, but as I've mentioned a couple times, this project was a lot bigger than I expected it to be. Overall, there was like 100 scenes, 100 different scenes, about 50 stills, about 50, not 50, but like overall, about almost 100, 90 to 100 scenes. So like 40 animated scenes, and then 50 stills. That's just an estimate. I don't have an exact number. So like, yeah, and then you have this. I really enjoyed this scene as well. And then this one was really fun to draw. This didn't get included because if you remember, I mentioned that I wanted this scene to be very important, but then I just ended up not including that part where Bexy drops the axe, because I didn't feel like animating someone dropping an axe, especially with my time constraint. So that was fun. You have that scene, that got included, that got included, that got included. Basically everything in the end got included. Nothing changed from that. So yeah, you have all this fun, funky, you know. Yeah, no. That's the base animatic. And that was the whole, rough animation. This took me, I think, 2 months to do. No, a month. A little around a month to a month and a half. Because, I wasn't really, what happened is it felt really easy to me at first. I was like, yeah, this is fun. I'm having so much fun. And it was a lot of fun. I wasn't worried about what things looked like whenever I did it. I was just worried about getting the main idea across. So, main idea, you don't really know the specifics. You don't even know what characters what, other than, certain aspects I included. So, Bexy has the pointed up ears, Esprit has the pointed down ears, Ghost, let me see. Obviously these didn't really change, but, each character has their own unique aspects, and then, of course, the color as well. I was just getting the main idea across. However, I failed to realize how incredibly painful this project would be because of the style I chose. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I'll show you guys the fucking style frame that I did. Give me 1 second. I forgot to download that. This is the one fucking thing. I forgot to download the style frame I eventually decided on. This is great. I could technically show this channel in the Discord, but it's okay. Did it download? Save. Come on. Hold on. I'm smart. Anyways, let me pull it up. Pull it up. Come on. This was my style frame. Obviously, what happened, some things did end up changing. But this was basically what I wanted things to look like. This was before Esprit's design officially changed. But this is a base drawing of Esprit and how I wanted to implement the colors and everything. So, as I mentioned before, I wanted the possession color to be the most outstanding color because I wanted to show that this is wrong. Like, what's going on is wrong, and it's not okay, and it's not unnatural. So I wanted it to stand out the most. And then I wanted the attention to be focused on that. So that's why the other characters have, like, more dull colors. I knew Esprit's, Ghost, and Bexy's colors because I had already decided on those colors, like, from the start, whenever I was just literally, I wanted to do an animatic in August of last year. I knew this was the project, but Bexy, you have a blue eye. Are you gonna conquer? No, I'm not gonna conquer you. No, that's not. I mean, I do have a blue eye because of Farage. I'm going to be honest. The reason why I suddenly changed my character's eyes, because if you notice, in the past, my character only had yellow eyes, but then suddenly it switched to blue and yellow, is because in Season 2 of Farage lore, we had this whole... I know! Shut up, Ghost! I had this whole thing where each of the characters was going to be dealing with the after effects of possession, and I wanted Bexy to have a split-colored eye, and I wanted to call... Basically, each character was dealing with the after effects, and I called Bexy the Split. Because of the fact that you had Besnik and Bexy fighting for control, and yeah. I won't go into details because it's not really refined stuff. Ghost has a lot of refined lore for... Yep. Ghost, you got a little quirky little book. That's exactly what happened in Season 2. I won't go into much details of Season 2 as it was not really refined, nor it probably won't ever will. Unless I decide to, genuinely pursue... Yes, you can no, don't explain it right now. I'd have to pull you in voice chat. Because you just fill the chat with it. Yeah, no, Season 2 lore, not really refined, but if I ever want to pursue Hellenist and Renaissance as, maybe its own webcomic, because I'd like to do that maybe someday, do a little bit of comic work. I think it would be fun, and if I ever were to, I would choose Hellenist and Farage as the story I would want to write. Obviously, that would require a lot of work and a lot of reworking, because another thing with Farage is that lore was very separate. Because what happened is you had, I mentioned, Shallow Sun was something that existed. You had Shallow Sun doing their own thing, and then you had Hellenist doing their own thing, and neither of the parties were really communicating with each other. So you had very separate and distinct storylines. So if I ever were to pursue Hellenist or Farage as a comic someday, I would need to rework a lot of the story, and then I would also need to get permission, because keep in mind, the only characters I own in this animatic, own as characters, would be Bexy and Esprit. Those are my characters. I own them. They are my OCs. They are my original characters, basically. Ghost, no, I technically do kind of own Phylum's character. Kind of, not really. Because I'm the one that designed Phylum's character. However, they're the one that gave me the concept for it. Yes, Ghost owns, Ghost and Griffin. Ghost owns Ghost, basically. Wait, what? Ghost owns Sea Ghost. Sorry, I should be using the C before addressing characters, but I keep forgetting that and I'm bad at it. Wow, really? Oh my god? Yeah, no. Nikki owns Sea Nikki. Rock owns Sea Rock. You know, everything. Jammers is Ghost Pirate, by the way. I think I already mentioned that, but Jammers owns Ghost Pirate, and so on. Because each character was made by people, and so those are their own characters. So if I were to Jammers is very cool. I love Jammers is amazing. Jammers is awesome. I'm gonna applaud Jammers, because Jammers, Ghost. I know I talked to you about the animatic a lot. Jam, okay, Jam. I know I talked to you about the animatic a lot, but Jammers was the one I talked to the animatic the most. Talked about the animatic the most to. They listened to me, like they just sat there and listened to me and like listened to my process and like gave me feedback. Obviously, this is not saying putting one person over another, because a lot of people, genuinely, like a lot of people looked at my animatic and gave me feedback, and Ghost was the one who physically saw me working on it, because this was a project I did for the animation class we're in, so he saw me physically suffer. So I'm not putting one person over the other. I'm just saying that if I were to pick someone that I talked about the animatic the most to, and about my process, that would be Jammers. But yeah, honestly, everyone who helped me and supported me for this animatic, they deserve an applaud. I wouldn't have been able to do this project without you guys, seriously, like genuinely. I think I would have given up and just half-assed it in the end, but I didn't because of you guys. Yes, you go sat there and watched me not really cry, but like eternally suffer. It was fun. But yeah, no, but now the suffering is over. Well, yes, the suffering is over, but now I need to decide on my next project. Because that's another thing I want to do at the end of the stream. I want to decide on my next project and what I want to do next. As I want to continue, I want to continue pursuing animatics, because while it'll probably be an Eternum animatic. Either Eternum or Maverick. Most likely Eternum, as we have more lore planned out, or have worked out better lore for it. It'll most likely be Eternum. Yeah, no, I think you and me should collab on it. I don't know. I'll decide on it. Not at the end of the stream, but like, I'll decide on my next project. Because I would like to make another animatic. I genuinely enjoyed this. I'm not kidding you guys. I had a lot of fun with this. It was me on my way to make a whole animatic about my insane little b-boy. Honestly, yes. Honestly, we stand. But like genuinely, I mentioned before, I've never done an animatic. And I had always wanted to do one. But I never had the chance because I was busy with all my high school classes. Because I was taking college level classes along with a very heavy working animation class on top of all of that. And then I had other personal issues going on that prevented me from doing that. But now I genuinely had the chance to do something like this. And I had a lot of fun. I don't know what it is about animatics, but they are a lot of fun. I mean, yes, they're suffering, and they take a lot of work and energy, and they take in a very heavy emotional toll. on a screen I consume Esprit. No. But yeah, no, I generally had a lot of fun. Anyways, continuing talking about my style, I want to talk about the line work that I chose for this animatic, because the line work, I don't know if you guys have noticed in a lot of my works, I have a very specific way of lining things. I have a very genuinely specific way. So what I decided to do with the line work is, while it's not like fully just one, because you have thicker lines and then thinner lines. You know what, Ghost? I'm gonna fucking... No, fuck. There. Happy? Anyways, you're pinned, you're just pinned. Anyways. What, do you want to be put in a box instead? I'll put you in a box. Anyways. I have a very specific lining style, and what I did is, I did my base lining style. Because if you notice, hold on, I'm gonna compare it to my PNG tuber, because my PNG tuber is probably a more base lining style, other than like some aspects of it. So on my PNG tuber, if you notice that, some parts of the line work are a little bit thicker, like where there's more lines, and that shows a line differentiation. I can't fucking say differentiate. I can't, guys. Help! I can't speak. Anyways, yeah, lines different equal good. Line weight, yes, thank you, Ghost. Thank you. Ghost is my partner in crime. Anyways, what I did with this is I had parts where there would be more shadow, like the lines would be thicker, so like underneath the ears, the hair here, and then like the neck, the lines are thicker, while where there would be more light, the lines are thinner. It was an easy way. What? Okay, fine. Yeah, I agree with that, actually. Anyways, I wanted to, it was an easy way to show, like, make the line work will look nice while also communicating differences. And, I didn't realize how hard this type of, line work would be overall. Because if you notice, hold on, let me, switch to my, if you notice in, like, various scenes, especially with the backgrounds, I think the backgrounds really show my line work and, like, what I did. Let me find the best ones. These scenes right here. This scene right here. I think this really shows how difficult it was for me to line. Like, truly line. Because this scene, I remember, I think this took me 2 hours to just do line work. Because what happened was with backgrounds, I thickened lines. What are you doing, Ghost? Why? Okay. Anyways. I really truly. Oh, you're getting the fucking. Yeah, there you go. I wanted to show a difference between, like, layers. So, like, you have the foreground, the middle ground, finally. What do you mean? You've got a ton of stars. And the background. So I had, like, the lines in the foreground, like, the outside of it, thicker. Middle ground, kind of thick. And then background is, like, thin. I did that for a majority of backgrounds. And it turned out to be really fucking difficult. Because what you have is me spending hours on just one scene, just lining. Because coloring was easy. Coloring for stills like this, easy. Fucking easy as hell. However, whenever you have animated scenes and stills, like 50 stills. Holy shit, guys. I had so many fucking stills. Why is it loading? Stop loading. There we go. But yeah, the line work, I wanted to have a really important part in this animatic, and it shows. It really shows. But it took me so fucking long. God, I cried. I was so done. Ahem. What, Ghost? What? What? What do you want? What do you want? What? Do I need to pin you up? I'll put you in a box this time. Oh. You're just like quoting that? It's funny. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, no. I had a very specific style and I followed it, and I think it worked out very well in the end. However, if I were to would I do it again? No. The reason why I say this is because it took so much time to line. The stills themselves, to do almost every single still, that took me 2 months. Just to work on stills. I'm not even kidding you. Stills took me 2 months. And then animation, because of the fact that a majority of it was rushed. I mean, yes, it looks nice and it's good for basic animation. Because a lot of my scenes were just ins and outs. That is another thing. I guess I wanted my dedication. I do have a lot of dedication. Just be Undertale for my... Yo, Buffcat, congrats! I would have given up. Well, I didn't want to give up because I was genuinely passionate about this project. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to stick with it. And would I do it again? No. I'd probably decide on a type of line work that would be a little bit easier on myself, but like still communicate line weight and everything. Because while it looks really fucking nice, what I had is something that, even though it took me forever. It took me forever. But, like, it looks nice. If I was doing a cool MC Lore animatic, I would have stuck with it. Yeah, no, I was doing something I was genuinely really passionate about and something I really wanted to do. So that's probably the reason why I was able to do this in the amount of time that I did and continue to have not continuous, but like a lot of motivation for it. Anyways, I was talking about animation. You have ins and outs. You have like this scene. Let me slow it down and talk about it. Because I think these scenes really show like the type of animation, like the movements I did and had. If you notice that scene, there's 3 keyframes and then 2 in-betweens, I think. This scene right here. No, go back. Can I not just do frame by frame? Oh, I was doing 2 times speed. Fuck. I'm smart. Anyways, where the fuck is it? This. Like, literally, like, the most simplest frames. You have 3 movements and then 2 in-betweens. And, it's an in and out move. Nikki! Nikki, hi! Oh my god, hi Nikki, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. You were like 2 hours late almost, but, you know, I'm talking. I've been talking for like almost 2 hours straight. My throat hurts. But the animation itself, I did a lot of simpler animation, and that allowed me to complete it within, I'd say, a month. I completed the animation within a month's time, which is surprising considering it's 40 scenes of animation. But this is whenever I started booking it. Like, I started working a lot more faster, and making a lot of cuts and adjusting things, and yeah. Obviously, there's some scenes where there isn't in and out movement, but a lot of it, especially, I think this is a good scene, while I hate the scene, and I wish I had animated better. It really shows, like, you have, like, slight movements. Those were the in-betweens. Also, I have to turn off the volume because it's just gonna show it, yeah. Like, slight movements for in-betweens, and then you have the keyframes. I literally just copied the keyframes, shifted it, and then that was an in-between. But yeah, like, in and out, in and out, in and out. Yeah. Cool stuff. I got that, from, I'd say, one, you forgot your headphones. Aw, damn, Nikki, that's sad. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, no. You're sparkling? It's cause, wait, how are you? Oh, you probably got a customization. Buff Cat has hearts. Buff Cat has really cool hearts. Anyways, as I was saying. It is a basic, like, knowing keyframes and in-betweens and how to time them. That's just basic stuff I know about animation. But I stole the in and out, the simpler type animation, but it still looks good. From Saddest, I don't know if you can tell, but, like, you can tell I referenced two artists. Hold on. You can tell I referenced artists throughout this animatic, and I'm gonna show you which specific animatics I referenced from those specific artists. You could say doing this project was a bit sadistic. Yes. Anyways, the artists that I reference in my animatic and which animatics I used as, like, heavy reference would be Saddest, obviously, because Saddest is known for the animatics, and phenomenal work. Like, honestly, Saddest is what I hope to achieve one day. Like, if I can achieve that type of content creation, I think I'd be very happy with myself. Saddest, obviously, I referenced. The specific animatic that I referenced would be, I'd say Warriors, honestly. Because with Warriors, one thing I really enjoyed about Warriors is that while Warriors is not the best, like, honestly, the line art, like, look at this, very simple figures. Like, it's very simple, like, they're literally just stick figures. Saddest, this animatic really fucking, why is there fucking, okay, anyways, oh, it's showing, like, each replay part, It really shows basic, like, movements and everything. What I wanted to hope and achieve, like, what I wanted to achieve with this, especially with which part? I think it's this part, like the ins and outs. I really wanted to do that, and then you can tell I referenced a scene. I think right here. I wonder which part in my animatic that is. Let me move back to normal. I wonder, does this look a little familiar? I wonder, does it look a little familiar, guys? I don't know. I really liked that part. That was probably one of my favorite parts, especially, like, the line art of this. While it's not, like, it's very sketchy. I love that about that. Love, about, this one. It's very free-flowing. Yeah, good choice. Honestly, if I had to pick a favorite Saddest animatic, I think we all know which one I would pick. I would pick Hog Hunt. Hog Hunt will forever be my favorite. And I did do some references to Hog Hunt. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I was going to be referencing Hog Hunt, because what I loved about Hog Hunt is not only is the nice line art style, but the fucking lighting. The lighting. While it's not, like, very intense lighting, like you would normally do, it still looks phenomenal, and it gets the idea across. It gets this whole idea that this is a reflective object and light is coming in through the window. I wanted to do that for Renaissance. I wanted to do that type of lighting, but obviously I didn't get the chance to because I had a lot of issues with my exporting and everything, which is okay. I think Renaissance still looks amazing, but I would love to achieve something like this someday. The other artist, Late August. Late August is phenomenal and deserves so much more support. But the animatic I've referenced for Late August is Innocence. I love Innocence. Innocence is like one of my most favorite animatics. Honestly, like genuinely. The reason why you think, wait, how am I referencing Late August's work whenever it's fully colored and everything? Late August does with their animatics is that it's mostly stills. Like, there's very minimal animation. Like this the only thing moving other than like the slight pan. And then you have like a pan up, more slight animation, but it's panning mostly. A lot of their work is just pans, which if you notice, in my animatic, I have, hold on, where is it? Where's a good one? There, here. Slight pan. And then, wait for it, hold on, where is it? Another pan! Hold on. Pan. Another pan. You get the gist. They use a lot of stills. And another thing they do, I really liked, is their imagery and usage of color. Shut up, Ghost! I do not have a habit of making cave homes. It's just a good way to start before actually building, because then I don't have to actually build a home. Oh, I'm stuck on the fucking falling down for 1 hour. Which I don't want. But what late August does is they have a lot of imagery with color and focusing on that, communicating things through color. And then, you bitch, my phone's dead. No. Oh wait, I can just, I forgot how to fuck. I have to remember how to fucking whisper. I should have turned off channel points, honestly. Ghost, I don't feel like doing ASMR, so you're getting your points back. Maybe next stream. You can probably do it next stream. I'm gonna refund you your points. Yes, if you go into manage reward requests, you can reject things, and then it'll just refund your points. That's how I usually do it if I don't feel up to something, and I don't want the person to just lose all their points. Yeah, no, it's very nice. And it makes sense. But, yeah, these are the artists I referenced for my animatic. Obviously, I'm not those artists. I referenced them, but I did things. You made creepy art, I'm scared. Is it too disturbing or anything? I don't want to, act, anyways. I did things my own way. Obviously, you can tell I referenced them, but I still did things my own way, and I want to make that very important. And you guys acknowledge that, because while those are amazing artists, I'm not them, So yeah. Let's see. I talked about this art style, the story, the characters, the music. Ha! Okay. Okay. This is a fun one. Yeah, let me drop you guys some stars real quick. I know I said I wouldn't be dropping stars, but it's very funny. And then what I do is I bomb you. Anyways, have fun. Let me go back to my fucking, there it is. Right here, yep. The music itself. So, if you didn't know this already, I composed the music myself. I composed the music in, I'd say, what, 15 hours? Right, Ghost? I composed it in like 15 hours, didn't I? 15 hours straight. The reason being is, yeah, no, you were there for it. Ghost is a real MVP. He was actively there and listening to my music like almost the entire time. Like I'd send him just files and be like, "How does this sound?" And then he'd give me feedback, and then I'd adjust, and then how does this sound? And then it was that process throughout the entire thing until we got the final product. The reason why I did it all in one go is because I couldn't find a really good and proper program to compose the music in, because this was made all electronically. The music itself I made electronically. I used it using an app called FL Studio, because I did a lot of research, and it seemed like FL Studio was probably the best and fit with what I wanted to do with composing the music. So that's exactly what I did. Sky! Oh my god, hi bestie, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, no, thank you. I mean, you've missed quite a lot. I've been talking for like, you just woke up. What time? It's like, what? 5 a.m.? What's up? Nothing much. I just finished talking about the art side of the animatic, and now more so talking about the music. 5 a.m.? Yes, I was correct. Holy shit. You're up at 5 a.m.? Holy crap. Anyways. Yeah, no. I used an app called FL Studio, and what happened is I thought I was gonna get a broken version, I could get like a broken version of, FL Studio, so that I could, just freely use the app to however I needed. But the thing is, I don't know how to install broken apps. Cracked, broken, however they're referred to. Hold on, let me fix up the music. I gotta go best to you, but I wish you luck. Oh yeah, because it's school for you. Ghost, what a nerd. Imagine having to go to school now. Nerd. But thank you for joining the stream, Ghost. I really appreciate it. And thank you for your feedback on the animatic. I wouldn't have been able to do it without your help. Question, why am I so talented? I'm not that talented. There's tons of, don't remind me, I'm gonna miss you too, Ghost. Don't make me cry again, please. I'm streaming. I don't want to cry on stream. I'm gonna cry on stream. No, I don't want to cry on stream. It's already been an emotional day for me. Anyways, to answer Sky's question, I'm not that talented. Sure, I will admit that my art style is pretty good. I mean, it's not bad. I think it's pretty alright. I'm pretty content with my art style. Obviously, there's some points where I do put myself down, but I think I'm pretty content with how my art looks right now, and I'm very happy with how it looks. Do not send me another heartfelt note. I will cry. I will burst into tears like I did during animation today and during lunch and then on the bus. I cried a lot today. Anyways, that's completely unrelated. I guess I don't know. I wouldn't call myself talented. I'm just experienced somewhat. I mean, obviously, I have so much more to learn, but yes, that's my answer to your question, Sky. Thank you for being the first question of the stream. I've been streaming for 2 hours and no one has asked a question, and it's really funny to me because it's a Q&A. More like it's an A right now. I'm just giving answers. Anyways, I'm now talking about the music. I composed in FL Studio. I did it in 15 hours. Ghost helped me. Yeah, context is I graduated. I finished high school today. I already mentioned it earlier in the stream, I think. Yeah, no, I did. I finished high school today, and me and Ghost have been in the same animation class with the same frustrating teachers, and I'm gonna really miss him, because now I have to go to college and be lonely. You did ask, Sky. I will agree with that. You did ask. Anyways. Oh yeah, Ghost, by the way, I will be building on Maverick after stream. I know you're gonna be alone. I mean, not... I looked at chat and then read the word first word I looked at. You're gonna be asleep. Because I think you have to go to bed now. Yeah, you definitely have to go to bed now. But, I'm gonna be on Maverick later. And I'm gonna be working on, things. So that'll be fun. Anyways, music. I need to stop getting distracted. So basically, I keep saying it. I made an FL Studio. I did it in 50 hours. Ghost watched me suffer in pain. What I wanted with the music is, I wanted it to directly complement the animatic. Go, bye, bestie. I won't die. My voice will probably be dead tomorrow, though, because I've been talking for 2 hours straight without a break. Anyways, what I wanted with the music is I wanted to communicate a rise and fall. Because, I mean, the story itself is about a rise and fall. You have Hellenis rising up, and then you have it crashing down. And I wanted to do the same with the music. However, I didn't really understand how the hell I wanted to communicate it. Because I will tell you guys, I have no experience in writing music. I've never written music. I mean, I've always enjoyed music and I've always wanted to consider doing something like that. I'm going to college to study art and music because I feel like they go hand in hand in animation. I feel like I want to know more about the music part of stuff. But anyways, what I'm saying is I have no experience in music writing, so obviously it's not the best. Like, I will admit that it's not the best sound. Like, it's not the most pleasant thing to listen to. But while it's not the most pleasant thing to listen to, it fits the animatic. It was made perfectly for the animatic and in sync with the animatic. Because I don't think I'll ever do it again. But I made everything before doing the music. Like, I did storyboards, I like the music, it was fit for the animatic really good. Thank you, Sky, I really appreciate it. But yeah, I really want to emphasize the point that you are a rich cat now. I agree, Buff Cat. You are very rich. The music itself is not made to stand on its own, it's made to go with animatic. And I will not change the fact on that. I don't think I'll ever release the music on its own. My character's epic. Your character's very epic, Wolfcat. I like it. Yeah, no. Music was made for the animatic. Rich and Buff? Wow, pop off. Yes, I agree. Here you go, Sky. I'm gonna give you some stars. I'm gonna give you guys some stars. Anyways, go back to this. You have stars now. My brain is trailing off. Sorry, I'm starting to get a little bit tired, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What happened with the music is the reason why I decided to write music for this animatic is because I've already mentioned, but my epic stars. You guys are giving me stars. Okay. This was a project I did for my animation class, and there were certain requirements I had to keep up with because of the fact that it was a assigned project. My teachers have this thing against copyrighted music in the class because of the fact that they submit things to film festivals and all that stuff. However, there's also a certain point to where my project was an exception because of the fact that I wasn't submitting it to any film festival or anything like that. So I should have, according to their rules, been allowed to use copyright music. However, my teachers are stupid. My teachers are very stupid and would not allow me to use the music of my choosing. So because of that, out of spite, I decided, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm writing my own music. However, what happened in the end wasn't there someone? Yes. God, fucking. So we had our showcase yesterday. We had our showcase, and everything was great. Everything was great, fine and dandy. Until I saw the freshmen. Because what my animation class does is that you have upperclassmen, which are sophomore, juniors, and seniors. So 10th through 12th graders in the afternoon, and then the freshmen have their morning classes in there. So there's not gonna be upperclassmen don't know what the freshmen are doing. The freshmen got to use a copyrighted song, and I remember sitting there being like, "What the hell?" Because I've been fighting to use copyrighted music in my projects for years now. And then they just somehow managed to get it. But anyways, I'm not going to go into it. I really enjoyed their project, and I'm not going to complain about it. Because their project was also based off of Minecraft SMP. And I thought it was really funny. Because in the showcase, there was a lot of presents from Minecraft. And I thought it was really genuinely funny. Like it was the funniest thing to me. And it was really good. For freshmen, they are very talented. And I'm very excited to see next year's showcase because I'm gonna go support Ghost and my friends now. Yeah, Minecraft forms our society, honestly. I mean, this animatic wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Minecraft. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Minecraft. Anyways, not gonna get into it. I wrote the song to avoid copyright issues so that I could, do what I wanted and have my own thing with the music that I liked. Because I've always hated music I picked for projects because of the fact that it is literally that shitty copyright-free music. I mean, not all copyright-free music is shitty. You have certain exceptions, but it's known for not being the best. But the thing is, in the end, I think it kind of fucked me over because of the fact that I didn't know what I was doing music-wise. Genuinely, music-wise, I didn't know what I was doing, and I wrote a song that apparently, according to my teachers, didn't sound the best, and it sounded more horror-esque and on edge, which confused me, I guess, because the song itself, the music I wrote, is a rise and fall. It's not just like this on edge horror-esque. I mean, I get what I did with the music is I wanted to have it to sound like there was this ongoing feeling of, not like ongoing, but like a feeling that something wasn't right, because there isn't something going right. You have these characters that get possessed and that are forced to commit atrocities, and then are killed in the end, or are forced to watch each other get killed in the end. So it's not a happy story. So I wanted that feeling, but because because my music invoked that feeling, my teachers didn't like that, and they were like, "You either need to change the music, or it's not going in showcase." Showcase being the yearly thing that my animation class does. It's our only way of showing off projects that we did for the year. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool, but it's still fucked up in the end, honestly, because I was the hardest working senior. There's nothing against my fellow seniors. I worked so fucking hard on this thing, guys. Guys, I worked for 6 months straight on this, and I felt like my work was very undervalued because they were like, okay, cool, you're not going in showcase, and then that was it. I'll put your stuff on the big billboard. I know, Sky. I know. You keep telling me that. I started the org. The org, yes, you did. I felt very undervalued because of the fact that they just so easily tossed aside my project, especially after working it for so long. You're talking with people what? You're what? Sky, what the hell? I mean, obviously, here's the thing. While I hold nothing against, I do hold a grudge against my teachers because they kind of are stupid and are idiots. I respect their opinions because everyone can rightfully be held to their own opinions, but not whenever it actively harms another person or and hurts them. No, wrong. Ignore that. God, fuck. I'm stupid. Anyways, I'm not talking about that. I respected their opinions, but at the same time, I felt like it was unfair to me to not include the project anyways, because of the fact that I refused to change the music. Not only, I would have been okay with changing the music if you had given me, a month or two in advance. They told me to change the music the day after everything was due. So obviously, that was not fair to me. As a big reason why I refused, and also the fact that they were the only ones to say that the music felt this way, which was weird to me as I had been showing this to many people, and no one said the music sounded off or didn't fit the animatic. None of you guys have said that either. So honestly, I feel like it was their own personal opinions, but I won't go into that because it doesn't matter anymore. I'm doing my own showcase, and they can go fuck themselves. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything for the animatic. Talking about my process, and showing everything. Another cool thing, not a lot of people know about it, but in my Discord, because the people in my Discord, not a lot, but some of them have known about this project since I started the art updates channel. It's a little section on my Discord where I update you guys and talk about art related stuff, because I am an artist. I produce art related content. So I have a little section in my Discord where I show off the art. And I was actively talking about this project. I was showing stills. I showed the style frame. I showed the base animatic, the music there. I showed everything there, and I kept actively updating people about it. So if you guys are interested in future projects, I would definitely suggest getting the role, because I'll soon remove the ability to get the role. Thank you, Sky. I really appreciate it. I honestly appreciate all your guys' support for the animatic. It makes me really happy and everything, because I worked hard on it and everything. So I'm very glad that you all enjoy it and like it a lot. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing what possible future projects I will be taking on, there's that, and it'll soon become a sub-exclusive role. I say once I hit 40 subs, I'll remove the ability to get it on the Discord. So I'd make sure to have that because people who have the role now will continue to have it after I make it a sub exclusive. But yeah, I think that's it. Pretty much, honestly. I can't think of anything else I want to touch on with Animatic. Do you guys want to? I mean, does anyone? I mean, it is a Q&A stream. It is a Q&A stream. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you want me to elaborate on? Because I will. I'd be happy to. I just accidentally closed out my music tab. That's great. Anyways, just anything at all. If not, that's completely okay. I don't mind, honestly. I mean, you know, it's fine. I kind of did just talk about this stuff for like hours on end, so like, I feel like I might have just touched on everything that people had questions over, or if like questions could come up eventually. I don't know. Anyways, oh, my music. There we go. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm gonna be ending stream, honestly. Let me see, who's streaming right now? Who is streaming right now? Who can I go give a Bexiarts raid to? We have... Oh, Jordan's streaming. Alright, we're gonna raid Jordan. Jordan's very cool. Jordan is a very cool person. Thank you. Really appreciate that, Buffcat. Definitely gonna be an extreme because I don't know if you guys can tell but my voice is slightly dying. For talking for like 2 hours and almost 20 minutes straight. I mean, it was worth it. I quite enjoyed talking about my animatic because I've always, it was something fun. I genuinely enjoyed it. Anyways, we're gonna be rating Jordan. Jordan is playing Fortnite right now. So yeah, I'm gonna start the raid, and I'll see you guys on Friday with my celebration stream for 150 subs. So I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.